Hey guys, Chris with Tech. Today I wanted to talk about getting your certificate of airspace authorization, or COAA, COAA. Once you get your part 107, let's say somebody wants to hire you and there is going to be some money transaction. You do need your part 107. The next step forward is actually determining if you need a COAA. If you're going to be flying in any airspace other than Class G, you definitely need to go look into getting your COAA. To apply for your COAA, everything is online, so I'm just going to leave you the links below. Just follow me through my tutorial. Just diving in here, we're going to go to www.skyvector. And what SkyVector is it's pretty cool. It's a map. We're going to be going to Hilo here. It's essentially an aeronautical chart of, where you want to be flying. And if you knew the airport number here, you can just type it in, and as you can see, it just popped up. Usually it goes on based on your Wi-Fi location and whatnot. So I already know that Hilo here, this is Hilo town right here. Hilo is Class D airspace. How do I know this is Class D airspace? There's these green dots. Let me zoom out here. Usually these green dots here represent the airports. I think it's mostly Class D and above. But if I click on it right here, it'll bring me here. If you want to know at that particular airport what the classification is, there's this area called supplemental charts. If we open it up, there's a directory here. If we kind of just scroll down the different runways and who's the airport manager, what the phone number is. So if you wanted to talk to him and get permission, you can call this number right here. And let's just keep scrolling down. And airspace here, it says Class D. Now that I know it's Class D airspace, the next step is getting your COAA. Alright guys, so let's just dive into this right now. For those of you guys who are trying to figure out how to get your Part 107 waiver or operation in a controlled airspace, you can fill up everything online. This is fairly new. I think it got the new regulations passed in August. Instead of calling up the tower, this is what you go through. Pretty straightforward. So just go down through it. What I want you guys to is kind of open up some of these. Don't be intimidated by this. Do take the time to read all these regulations. But basically, you kind of scroll down to the bottom. Alright, so what you guys want is www.faa.uas request waiver, request to operate control airspace. Request to operate uncontrolled airspace. As you know, in Hilo, it's Class D airspace. If you're going to be flying in a particular area, you can either do the airspace waiver, and this is, you can try it. It's 6 months or more, or less than 6 months. This is the one I previously had. This time I'm going to go with this bottom part. And then you've read this authorization. I do a lot of flying in town, and I have to call the tower each and every time. So with the new regulations, hopefully for the next 2 years, they're gonna grant me this bottom one. So let's just scroll down here. It's Island and Tech. Island. Okay, and then you put some viable phone number. This is just for explanatory purposes here. And then I'm gonna put islandtech@gmail.com. It's not the date that you're gonna be flying, but what you want is a blanket. So if you know you're gonna be flying in the next month or 6 months. All right, so what I'm gonna put today's date, which is 10/30/2017, for example. What you can do is set this up, and you can put the next date out for 2 years from now, 2019. When are you gonna be flying? I would stick to rules and regulations right now. I wouldn't click on this night flight, but you can. Again, you need to. If you're gonna be flying at night, there's an additional waiver that you gotta fly. Most of mine are during the daytime, so let's just go with that. How often are you gonna be flying? I've been flying pretty much both for fun and flying weekly, so that's what I'm gonna put here. And then I'm in Hawaiian time. Now this is the key right here. Proposed location of operation. Where are you going to be flying the most? So let's type on Google Maps, because this is really important here. So I want to just pick a general where I'm going to be flying the most. It's going to be right here. Mokuola, Hilo, Hawaiian kind of air. It's going to be Coconut Island. So I'm going to fly a proposed location. I would write in best English I can, which isn't the best. I will be operating near and around Hilo Bay. and centralized around Mokuola, Mokuola Park, Coconut Island. Okay, simple as that. The highest you want to fly is 400, and they'll tell you if they're going to grant you this. Now here's the thing right here, right? Latitude, minutes, seconds. What's great is that there's this right here. There's a number right here. This is the coordinates, and if you actually click on it, boom, you're automatically given what the coordinates are here without doing any math. So this is the numbers that you're going to input into. These are the numbers that you're going to input directly into your authorization form. It was like 19 degrees. And then it's right here too, which just makes it really easy. So 43 minutes and 36 seconds. And it's going to be north. And then the longitude, I'm going to put 155, 04, and 12. And this is west. You're almost done. What's the radius you're going to look at? I generally try to fly within 1 mile. Okay, so the nearest airport here, I'm going to be flying at Hilo Airport, or this is the closest one, PHTO. You want to use the international one, not the US. So let's change that, PHTO. This is, I know, Class D airspace. How did I get that again? I click on this, I click on the information, supplemental. Again, I scroll down, and it says Class D airspace. Description of operation. Now these next ones are going to determine if you're going to get your Part 107 or not. So describe your operation. In my case, I will be flying for the purposes of aerial cinematography. Sorry for the bad spelling, guys. Aerial photography and aerial surveying for my company, Island Tech PTX. Okay. I will be the operator in charge. Alright, so justification under safe terms. How do you know you're going to be safe? So basically it says, I have obtained my Part 107 certificate. And that's the key here, guys. This is why this is so important. And thoroughly practice all rules and regulations that comes with the Part 107. I will fly at a max height of 400 feet AGL and not within 100 feet of any vertical structure. Okay, this is just, again, this applies just to me, what I'll be flying, so that means I won't be flying over town unless I ask for special permissions. Let's keep going forward. I will be flying with a radius of 1/2 mile to ensure I have direct view of my aircraft. To ensure further safety, I will be employing a spotter, which you should always have during my flights, who is versed in the rules and regulations. Okay. If you've applied for it, yes or no, so far no, and then fill this out, and then you just submit. It's pretty straightforward, guys, as far as applying. And then once you submit this, then you'll get an email from FAA. I do recommend you guys reading the waiver explanations and whatnot. Do keep in mind it'll take you guys anywhere between a month to 3 months, so you have to do some pre-planning. So again, the website is right here, FAA.gov UAS request operations control. I'll put the link below on where you want to do it. Hey guys, thank you for tuning in and watching the tutorial. Hopefully it made sense. If you guys have any questions, I know I kind of glazed over a bunch of stuff. Leave a comment below. There's tons of information out there. I just wanted to give you my take. You guys are flying a sophisticated piece of equipment, so do keep that in mind, regardless if you're flying a DJI Spark, a Unique Typhoon, a Phantom 4 Inspire. As long as you're flying in a class airspace that's class D and above, you do need your COAA. Again, Chris at Island Tech here. Do share this information with anybody who does have their Part 107 or taking their Part 107. If you haven't already done so, subscribe to my channel and continue to tune in for the latest and greatest of Island Tech stuff. Again, thank you guys. Give me a thumbs up. As always, fly safe and mahalo plenty. Have a good one.